Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Xavier Rhodes brought it
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
now Foles
at the 26-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down.
Foles. That's caught by Montgomery. Not much there, only a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3rd and 2.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Colts' 35-yard line.
Foles with a throw caught by Patterson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making throws.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Patterson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bears 3.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
He was taken down.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Bears 3.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Colts 21, Bears 3.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And some room to run now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year, but what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
Foles on target with that one to Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 31-yard
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Rivers to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Colts 28, Bears 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They run with Patterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene
Number 28
that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And this one's incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. If you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
For the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide.
Foles pass.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Loss of 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Foles. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
For a Chicago.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Foles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Foles. Throw left side complete. It's Patterson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's now
normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was...
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. 59 yards, and the Colts add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Nick Foles.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Anthony Miller.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Corey Willis. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.